So I'm a naturopathic physician, been doing this for 25 years, and it is my own personal journey that got me here. And that's because when I was a kid, I had a lot of health issues, allergies, skin problems, recurring upper respiratory tract infections. And I was a very sick kid. And my parents took me to see a lot of different types of doctors, and I would have allergic reactions or adverse reactions to everything that the doctors gave me until my parents finally found a holistic practitioner that they took me to. And it was the one thing that really turned things around for me. And I remember being 11 years old and thinking, why did I have to go through all these struggles to know about this approach? Why didn't the doctors tell us this from the beginning? And so it just seemed to make sense to me as an 11-year-old. And so eventually I found out about naturopathic medical school, and I thought this really aligns with my own personal journey. And I want to help others not end up in the struggles and the suffering that I had as a child. So that's what led me to naturopathic medical school. And I graduated from what's now called the National University of Natural Medicine in 2000. And I was the first woman licensed as a naturopathic doctor in California. That's where I went to go practice first. And that's because I was very involved in the lobbying efforts and things to help when the licensure passed. And Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor at the time. He appointed me to the Naturopathic Bureau Advisory Council. He appointed 3 naturopathic doctors, and I was the one woman and the 2 guys, and we were the first to get the licenses. And so I loved being in California, but then moved to Utah and was hired by the Waldorf Astoria Spa to be the spa doctor, to be the naturopathic doctor, nutrition and wellness coordinator there. And so from there, that's when I started to focus a lot on skin, because I've been practicing for 10 years at that point. But when I was talking to patients about like weight loss and other things, they would get these results, but they would say, what really surprises me is my skin. I didn't know my skin could look this good. And I was like, well, yeah, that's because your skin is an outer reflection of your overall health. And they were like, what? And I realized that I had grown up with that, knowing and then having that experience as an 11-year-old with my own skin issues, but it wasn't intuitive for most people because of the conventional approach where dermatologists will just give you something to suppress the symptom, right? To suppress the skin issue, whether that's acne or eczema or even premature aging, that giving these topicals or medications that suppress rather than addressing the root cause. So that's when I went to write my book, Clean Skin from Within. And I also created the Spa Doctor skincare and supplement company. And that was 10 years ago. And then I went on to write my second book, Natural Beauty Reset, which is on more about women's health and hormones, because I knew that was a big thing from my first book, that women had a lot of questions about whether their hormones, and also with a seasonal approach. And then I had a docu-series on hormones that came out around that time. And then 2 years ago, I sold the Spa Doctor company, and I'm continuing to consult for them. But that freed up more of my time to go back to seeing patients again and also start mentoring healthcare providers. So that's a bit about my journey in a nutshell.